Hello, my name is Ryan Mullings, and I am a 80s baby, born in 1984, August 4th, so I'm a Leo. I definitely enjoyed growing up in the 90s. The 80s, still a little early for me to remember. I do remember a few things as a child, but definitely the 90s was the best. Everything was so different from the way it is now. Of course, the previous generations got their own stories. But for me, growing up, hanging around the block, playing with kids, always doing active stuff, playing football, basketball, any sports you can pretty much think of, kickball, what have you. We always found an empty lot, always found things to do, just a lot of fun. We had water balloon parties. Those were the best. During my birthdays, we used to have people come over all the time, and I'd always just fill up water balloons, get super soakers, and we just have a ton of fun just getting wet and crazy. We had rollerblades. I'm trying to think of some unique 90s stuff. But definitely we had Chuck E. Cheese. Arcades were really awesome. So it was definitely really cool to be able to go to an arcade and play like Double Dragon or Daytona or Mortal Kombat. Those were really big in those times. Some of the best movies were out, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventures. We had a lot of the good hood movies like Do the Right Thing, Boys in the Hood, a lot of the really good classic stuff that was kind of really, pivotal in the 90s. We also had a lot of really cool cartoons like Rugrats, Real Monsters, anything from Nickelodeon, all that, what is it? Something with the cat. Anyway, so we had a whole lot of really, really cool stuff. Anyone's a big fan of Nickelodeon back in the day, they remember GAC, which is like the green slime. People were always getting slimed all the time. I don't know, I was kind of basically into the media all the time, but it was a nice healthy balance because whenever I watched TV, it was way after playing outside for quite some time. The games that we would play were awesome. Hockey was great. Hockey was at its peak, I think, as far as popularity goes. A lot of really cool stuff. And I was growing up in South Florida, so the culture was all about going out and enjoying the sun. We never really had snow, so there's nothing really keeping us inside. Even on the hottest summer days, we'd have the ice cream man come around, and that was really cool because we'd always run and chase the ice cream man. I swear they'd always like drive away from you on purpose. A lot of really cool things. What else can I say? I could think about some cool brands like Jenkos, those huge pants that had like really huge like legs. I mean, they were huge bottoms. I mean, you could fit another person in there. You could literally smuggle another person with those jeans. You had, FUBU was big, For Us, By Us. You had Travel Fox. I'm Jamaican as well, so back in the day, Jamaicans, we had Travel Fox. That was fun. A lot of really cool different things that we can celebrate. I see a lot of things coming back, celebrating the 90s. Hip hop was amazing. Ice Cube, KRS-One, I can list it all. These are some of the, again, pivotal characters in basically that whole thing. And so in that aspect, I think we had a lot to appreciate. We had grunge with Nirvana and other kind of bands, Sonic Youth. A lot of those groups from Seattle were really changing the scene in that aspect. We had Daria, Beavis and Butthead, Rugrats. I already mentioned those, Ren and Stimpy. The media was just really, really sharp with their talents. I think that there was just an era of new wave and talents that still resonate with a lot of today's styles and fashion and tastes in music, I think. What else can you say? The 90s was pretty much one of the greatest times of my life.